Hi Sam. I hope you're doing well today. Are you ready for another exciting German word?
Hi Alex. Absolutely, I love learning new words. What's today's word?
Today we're diving into the word.
Trotzdem.
It means nevertheless or nonetheless. It's commonly used to emphasize a contrast or contradiction.
Oh, so like when you say something but then add a different opinion.
Exactly. It's often used to show that despite something happening, the result is still the same. Just be careful, though, because it might sound similar to the English word trot, but they have very different meanings.
That's interesting. Can you tell me more about how
Trotzdem.
is used in sentences?
Sure.
Trotzdem.
Is actually an adverb, so it doesn't change form. You can use it in a sentence like,
Es regnet, trotzdem gehe ich spazieren.
which means it's raining, nevertheless I'm going for a walk.
I see. So, it stays the same regardless of the subject.
Exactly, it's always.
Trotzdem.
In English, we might say I want to go out, however, it's late. In German, you'd just add
Trotzdem.
to connect those thoughts.
That makes sense. Is there a bit of history behind the word?
Yes, there is. The word
Trotzdem.
comes from the Old High German word,
Trotz.
which means defiance. The
Dem.
part is a form of the demonstrative pronoun. Over time, it evolved to mean despite that.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
It shows how language grows and changes.
How is
Trotzdem.
formed?
It's a compound word. The root is,
Trotz.
which means in spite of, and
Dem.
helps give it a context. So you can think of it as assembling those Lego blocks to express the idea of defiance in a situation.
That's a neat way to think about it.
Now, let's look at some similar words. For example, there's,
Trotz.
which means despite. Another word is,
Jedoch.
meaning however. They all emphasize contrast but are used slightly differently.
What about other words with similar endings or prefixes?
Good question. You can also find words like,
Außerdem.
meaning besides that, and,
Dennoch.
which also means nevertheless. Each of these has its own nuance.
So, they're like variations of the same concept.
Exactly. And then there are words like,
Darüber hinaus.
meaning furthermore. All of these add layers to your conversation.
That's helpful. Can we practice using
Trotzdem.
in some situations?
Of course. Let's say you're at a party and it's crowded. You might say,
Es ist voll, trotzdem habe ich Spaß.
which means it's crowded, nevertheless I'm having fun.
Okay, let me try.
Es ist kalt, trotzdem gehe ich schwimmen.
Perfect. That means it's cold, nevertheless I'm going swimming. Another situation could be at work. For example, you could say,
Die Deadline ist eng, trotzdem müssen wir das Projekt beenden.
which means the deadline is tight, nevertheless we must finish the project.
Let me try that.
Die Aufgabe ist schwierig, trotzdem müssen wir sie machen.
Excellent. That translates to the task is difficult, nevertheless we have to do it. One more example could be when talking to a friend. You could say,
Es regnet, trotzdem gehen wir ins Kino.
meaning it's raining, nevertheless we're going to the cinema.
Got it. I'll say,
Es ist spät, trotzdem möchte ich noch lernen.
Great job. That means it's late, nevertheless I want to study more.
how can I remember that?
Trotzdem.
Is an adverb.
A good memory hint is to think of the word trot as in defying the weather when you go outside. Also, it's important to note it's informal, so it's perfect for casual conversations.
That's helpful. Are there any common phrases with?
Trotzdem.
Yes. You'll often hear phrases like,
Ich mache es trotzdem.
meaning I'll do it nevertheless, or
Trotzdem ist es wichtig.
which means nevertheless, it's important.
What about words that are commonly confused with it?
That would be
Dennoch.
and,
Jedoch.
which also mean nevertheless and however. They can be interchangeable, but
Trotzdem.
is more common in spoken German.
Can you test my memory about everything we've learned?
Absolutely. First question, what does
Trotzdem.
mean in English?
It means nevertheless.
Correct. Next is
Trotzdem.
an adverb or a noun.
It's an adverb.
Yes. How do you say it's raining, nevertheless I'm going for a walk in German?
Es regnet, trotzdem gehe ich spazieren.
Perfect. Fourth question, what is the root word of
Trotzdem.
It's
Trotz.
That's right. Last question, can you give me an example of a situation using
Trotzdem.
how about?
Ich habe keine Zeit, trotzdem möchte ich helfen.
Excellent. That means I have no time, nevertheless I want to help. You did a fantastic job today, Sam. Remember,
Trotzdem.
is a versatile word that can really enhance your conversations.
Thanks, Alex. I'll be sure to use it.
Keep practicing, and I can't wait to hear more examples from you next time.